Hello there guys, how's it going? Matt the Tomato here. Welcome to SimCity 3000. We are going to start a brand new city. In this particular video we are going to start another requested city. So this city name is going to be called Distropolis. Interesting name. And this was requested by the Bonobo 4. Requested quite a while back, actually, but it's a very interesting request. It's one of two requests, actually, and we're going to be playing the first one. This is the easier of the requests, so was agreed. So going to play on 1900. Going to play on a small map size, because to be honest, I get so bored playing on large map sizes. It's incredible. I'm going with the European map theme. I think that was the one. We're going to go for snow, which would probably suggest maybe some trees like that. And basically, the idea of this is pretty much pollution. Actually, let's go really hilly. What have we got here? I said a few hills or mountains would be quite good. Let's go for something... Maybe a little bit lower on the river sort of side. Ooh, that's quite an interesting one. Ooh, that's a wavy one. I like that. Yeah, sure, let's go for that. However, what I will do is I'll actually get rid of this lake over here. I'll get rid of that. And basically, the idea of this is pollution. So I'm not allowed to build any power plants other than coal and oil. But also, I'm not allowed to build any public services such as police, fire, hospitals, or schools. So basically, this tab here pretty much is out. I'm actually going to make it so there's going to be no parks, there's going to be no hospitals or anything like that, no fire stations, no police stations, no jails, and no reward buildings. This tab is out of order. I am not going to use that tab. Let's see how we get on. Right. Also, I've been suggested to build the industries really close to the residential and things like that. And I think that might be quite a cool thing to do. This is a devastatingly awful hill right here. Oh my god. So pretty much what I'm going to do is I'm just going to zone, and just be like, not care about the pollution or anything like that. We're just going to go and build. So, how are we going to do this? I think it might be a good idea to make a water deal. I think might be a very good way of going about this. However, I think what I will do is I will build my own power plants, but I'll go ahead and make a water deal with somebody. So, in terms of pollution then, if we're going for pollution, then what I really probably want then is our power plant somewhere slap bang in the middle of the map. Bam! There we go. Somewhere slap bang in the middle, if that's what we're actually after. Chances are people are all going to abandon and stuff like that. They're all going to disappear and no one's going to move in, you know, that kind of thing. What I might do then is I'll start off with a block like this. No real symmetry, something like that, I don't know. And then we'll get a block up like this, with a road that goes to the middle like that, and yeah, let's do something like that. There we go, that'll do. We'll go with light stuff, I think. So we'll go light residential over there, we'll go light industry right next to the residential, and a bit of commercial in there like that. In terms of water then, probably just going to want to make a deal with whoever we can. That was actually unnecessary expense. We should have a look at the neighbours. I guess Greyleaf might not be such a bad person. Oh, then again, actually, we might want to look at the roads and things like that. What am I doing? Neighbours. West Aim is actually a better city to connect to here. But I think Greyleaf might be a good place. The only problem is Greyleaf is going to demand a bit of power, so should we decide to sell some power, we might want to go to West Aim. So what I might do is I might actually go for water over in Greyleaf. God, all these hills. Just trying to avoid building too many of these hills because it actually increases the cost of the pipes. Let's do that. Do we want to... Nah, you know, I'm not going to make a power deal. I think I'm just going to stick with what we got. And speaking of that then, if we're going for pollution, we're going to want a landfill right there. Okay, let's go. We'll get some ordinances in place. We don't have that many, but we'll go for the farmer's market. We'll go for parking fines. Now, we could legalise gambling and make it absolutely dreadful, because crime will be through the roof. Let's go for it. This is meant to be a bad city. We are making a bad city on purpose. So, let's see how we get on. Right, also we're going to want to rip off people a little bit in terms of their taxes. So, let's go ahead and do that. Also, we're going to be polluting the water around here, so should we decide to get some water over there, then we're going to be... Okay, 10 is a little bit much, so you know what? We're going to wait for a better deal. Which is actually enticing me to connect to somebody else and see whether they offer me a better deal or not. Let's go ahead and do that. There we go. A certain something in the air. Well, to be honest, if we had anything like disasters on right now, then the toxic cloud would be a terrible, terrible disaster to occur to us. Now you want 12. Get out of here. For now, I'm going to just like not grow anything. I'm just going to let some money pile up and things like that. But also, want to wait for a good water deal, because if we build too much, then we'll be eventually charged quite a lot. No. I've got a connection going over this way, although at the moment it's... Yeah, okay. I don't want to build too much just yet, although I might just start filling in a little bit. I don't know, I might just get a couple of little zones going over here. Let's carry that on. We'll get rid of that, we'll get rid of that. Okay. So no police, no fire, no schools, no hospitals. No, you're still offering me 12. Junior sports proposed. Reject! This is a bad place to live. Kids are not allowed to play sports. I think if we don't get offered a good deal, then I might actually go up with some pumping stations. 8! There we go. Perfect. We will take it. Thank you very much. So, there we go. We have some water. We also have a connection to somebody else as well, just in case we need one. Right. Bit of commercial demand. Interesting. Guess what we could do is something like that. And we could extend a little bit of the commercial zone there. Okay, 4% full, that's fine. I guess we could sort of maybe do that. Let's make a bad area for landfill. And let's also preemptively zone out a little area here. Like that. Where we are going to want to build another power plant at some point. Right, how's the pollution? Let's look at our data over here. How is our pollution? Ooh, starting to be a little bit bad. Pollution data map, there we go. Ooh, okay. What about water? Yep, water. Garbage, yep, starting to creep around. Excellent, we'll keep an eye on that. We'll keep the crime map up though. I think that's the one I do want to keep a good eye on. Right, next area of residential then. Chances are we won't go up with too much dense, I don't think. Although dense is great for attracting crime. So we may want to do that. Okay, another area of residential there. Gonna like sparse it all out, you know, I'm gonna have a bit of industry here, a bit of residential here. We're gonna spread out the pollution, and then at some point we might build an area with a bit of dense industry that is really horrid. And yeah, we'll make that quite interesting. Alright, but we're still in profit, which is good. We are still in profit. It's actually surprising, to be honest. Okay, yeah, I guess you're not paying for the public services, but people will leave town. So, we are allowed to use mass transit, though, so should anything like that become available, we can use subways and bits like that. We can use them. Also, bus stops might be good, because actually, I believe bus stops lower land value slightly. I believe they do. So, we'll see what happens. Certain something in the air. Right. Water deal drains treasury. Well, It does, but I think we're okay at the moment. Also, we're ripping people off with taxes, so... Okay, the thing I'm worried about, though, is that there's going to be no growth whatsoever because there's no, like, facilities or anything around, you know. A little bit worried about that, but I think we'll be alright. I think that we'll find a way of surviving. The air is the cleanest in the region. Well, that kind of says something about the other cities, doesn't it? And how bad they must be performing. Let's run another road across there. And let's get up a good amount of residential over there. And maybe a small area of commercial on the back, because there is a bit of demand. Time to lower industry taxes. Well, yeah, no, is the answer. No. And again, a bit of industry demand, so let's go ahead and chuck in a bit of industry in there. This is horrid. There's some abandonment starting to kick in already in these areas. Oh dear. In terms of ordinances, yeah. Okay. Basically, all the anti-pollution ordinances are just not going to be used. Okay, more residential in there. There's quite a bit of demand for residential, which is interesting. Let's get a road that goes across there again. Let's build a small, medium building in there. Just a simple square. And then we'll build some industry next to it. Oh, hysterical. We've been offered the haunted house, but of course we're not actually going to be building any of those because we've sort of set ourselves the target of not using anything in the public or the special buildings or the civic buildings. Although we could potentially use the mayor's house because maybe we could. But I don't know. I think we're fine at the moment. I think we'll try not to use anything from here as best we can. Landmarks, yeah. Don't want any parks. No, we don't want anything like that. We don't like parks. Who likes parks? Who wants green spaces in their city? It's colossally bad. Sorry, aura dips low. Okay. But we are making money. That is the thing here. We are making money. And that is what we want to see. A little bit of lag kicking in here for some reason. Not sure why, but... Right, there is actually a medium building going up there. Air is cleanest in region. That is just ridiculous. That is utter crap. Bit commercial in there. What's actually going up here? Bleak's Abode, okay. Okay, you want to charge us more for the water. I guess that's fine. I don't really blame them for doing that. And we have more industry demand, so let's go ahead and pile in a bit of industry in there. Right, we do have these hills, which are basically impossible to build on, but we can have a bit of fun if we want to. We can try and build some some stuff on them. There we go. Either that or we just leave the hills alone and try and build everywhere else. But the problem is, if we leave the hills alone, then they're gonna block pollution, and we don't want pollution to be blocked. We want pollution to take hold, which means more industries. There we go. Absolutely no care in the world for our residents. Let's go ahead and sort of lay out a block over here. Something a bit like that. And we'll have maybe a couple of roads sort of splitting up across there. Okay, crime wave! Here we go, it has started. Crime level high. Okay, I wonder what point we'll get to when there'll be no growth or something like that. Let's go ahead and build a bit of dents in there. Go on then. Let's see what happens. I doubt we'll get any tall buildings over there whatsoever because the pollution's just going to be so darn bad. Oh no, there we go. We have some tall buildings. Interesting. Right. I don't think I want to build it like that. And let's build a dense industry slap bang in the middle right there. Brilliant. Let's reject the haunted house. Oh god, this is going to be hysterical. Oh, this is funny. Right, but let's end the part right here. So this is the first part of Distropolis. If you want to see exactly how this pans out, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. But for now, that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.